A subscriber of mine from Indonesia requested me to check this out. It's called GTA Extreme Indonesia. And unlike all the other scam GTA mods packed in a disc that I have featured on my channel, this one is actually extreme. It's the real deal. Now before you get angry about your personal mod request, don't worry, I have been downloading them and I will feature them soon. The other mods that I have checked out so far, most of them are just reskins of cars. The only one where we could actually see some effort was GTA Fast and Furious, because it had like a speedometer, these new buildings, these new stunt tracks, and lots of vehicle changes along with the physics. Well then, tighten your seatbelts because this one is a lot more extreme than that. So before we dive into this, let me introduce you to this video's sponsor, which is dpcstore.net. This is an online game store where you can purchase games for more reasonable and better prices. The website just got a new upgrade and you can select the currency now. As for the games, we can have regular games, rented games, offline activated games, Steam, PlayStation, Xbox. If you need some gift cards, you can get the Xbox Game Pass, PlayStation card, Binance card, some different Valorant cards. I'm not really into Valorant, so you might know better than me about this. And if you're looking to buy some PUBG UC, then you've come to the right place. To make a purchase, all you need to do is select a game, then drop your WhatsApp or Telegram contact information, and depending on your purchase, you will either get the game delivered to your account, or if you have purchased an offline activated or rented game, then the account will be delivered to your contact. When I was extracting the files from the RAR archive, I was expecting it to be some mod files that I have to copy-paste into my GTA San Andreas folder. Turns out it is actually a setup of the full game. And that makes a problem, since it is not a mod. That makes it illegal on YouTube, which is why I cannot provide the link in my description, but I will give you the link to my Discord server. You're gonna have some fun in there. Now let's install it. The language is Indonesian, but the installation format is the same, so it's not much of a problem to me. Huh? Oh, I almost forgot. Now just like any installation from FitGirl, if this looks stuck, don't panic. Just wait for about 10 minutes and then it will probably start moving forward. And since there's nothing interesting in the game folder, so let's just start this up and see what's it all about. A new title screen? Looks cool, not gonna lie. Welcome to Indonesia. How many more L's could we fit in there? The main menu is, of course, in Indonesian language, and if you try switching to English, the game crashes. You've probably played San Andreas for so long that you recognize where the main menu buttons are. Oh, that's interesting. We have a saved game file included this time. And if you have already lost your hair, then it's probably older than your children. What is this? A new game or either design my own mission? How does that work? That font is actually awesome. And a different but cool loading screen music. Now take a look at these. All the textures are HD and upgraded. And then this is some kind of a mission making mode. I'm sorry, I'm not really familiar with how to do that. And there's a video I saw on YouTube. It kind of explains how this mod works and all the secret hacks and tools you can use. But the thing is, I'm not interested in those hacks and tools. I am more interested in the modder's point of view. His cars, his texture work, and all his efforts. So I had to skip this whole part and load the saved game file. So let's see what's what. Is that a Samsung micro SD card? We can see some new weapons, like that AUG over there. What else do we have? Is that a bug spray? Instead of a grenade, we have a gas cylinder. I can understand the reference here. I mean, these are actually dangerous if you're not careful with those. Now we can see that the Johnson's house is just completely overhauled. Much better textures, coloring. Let's take a look outside and see what's new in here. We have already seen this new fountain in Grove Street, and it is not a solid object. It has no collision. The very pillar of this fountain is the only object you can actually collide into. I had no idea who Tangan Kosong is. When I searched Google, figured there is no person with that name, but it is actually Indonesian language, which means empty hands. It makes sense if you don't equip weapons, then okay, Tangan Kosong. But who is this? We have a vending machine in Grove Street. We have a couple of cars in the garage. One of them I suppose is the Golf GTI and the other is a Ford Mustang. And it has a new engine sound, but I kinda did not like it. The game has a lot more foliage, trees and greenery all over the map. It's cool, a job well done I would say. Oh, what do we have here? Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah, this isn't easy to drive. And what's it selling? Boiled chickpeas? And if we equip the chain gun, it says his gun. I'm sorry I don't recognize this reference either.
Report criminal activity, African American male, average, heavily armed, extremely dangerous at 390 Central Grove Street.
Okay, so the police voice comms are in English. I see. Since this is a San Andreas version of Jakarta, then it makes sense. But take a look at this. The first police officer that arrives is a woman. But what's with those clothes? Where's the uniform? I don't know if this is some Indonesian celebrity. Could be, but who cares? The gun sounds have been changed. They are not too bad, but will take some getting used to. The police cars are swapped with Ferrari F430s. And yes, I did some research about this, and no, the Indonesian police cannot afford something like those. What is this? I have seen this somewhere in a cartoon or some anime, I just don't exactly remember from where. But you guessed it right, it's a jetpack skin. And then we can see that the explosion sound effects and the explosion animations, some proper improvements. And after trying out this F430, I figured that it has some better driving controls and a better engine sound. Whoa! Interior. It's cool, but because of the way the San Andreas animations work, I would not mind playing without this. Then I found a Nissan Skyline. Of course, it has the interior and a different engine sound. And it sounds very much like you would expect, like a modified engine with some turbos and basically the Fast and Furious versions. I found a Lamborghini Veneno, and the interior looks sick, but the complaint is that this interior has a flaw, because we can't see what's in front. But the best one! I think the best car mod for any of these classic GTA games. I'm not sure who this character is, so let's just ignore him. But I'm talking about the Lamborghini Aventador. Just listen to it. This is sick. Enough with the cars. We have new ragdoll physics. It replicates how GTA 4 does it, but for this game I'm not really a fan of it. The helicopter is the usual Mi-24 that you would find in most GTA mods, so nothing special there. The jet is where it gets interesting. This is an A-10 Thunderbolt. And no, the Indonesian Air Force has nothing to do with this aircraft. But still, I would say it's an interesting choice. Speaking of aircrafts, if you go to the airport, all three of the airports have this Indonesian airliner coming down. And do not even dare to try shooting and destroying it because your PC cannot handle it. I tried looking for the other aircrafts. Well, the Nevada is still the Nevada. And for me personally, I really love the Rustler, which is supposed to be the P-51 Mustang. But that's also been swapped by an A-10 Thunderbolt, and it sounds like a rotary engine plane. Why not replace it with something similar? Why replace it with a jet fighter? It doesn't even sound or look cool. Something that I would love to mention is that the tank has a new model, but
vehicles do not explode on impact with the tank. You can actually make it stomp on cars, literally. Usually, all the other mods have barely anything for me to talk about, and then it's all up to me to try and drag the video to at least 8 minutes somehow by doing anything creative that I can. But in here, there's too much. It's so much that I can't talk about everything in a single video. And because of my lack of knowledge for the Indonesian references, I think I'm not the right guy to review this mod. So hopefully you can try this out. It has lots of interesting features, and you're gonna enjoy this, if you can find the link, of course. So be seeing you in the next video, and hasta la vista, baby.